Morning, everyone. Miss House here. I'm going to be reading a story today. I've already kind of introduced it to my kids, but for everyone else that's there watching, I know I have a lot of friends that have kids that are home with their kids. So I thought that reading a book every morning and posting it either on YouTube or on Facebook for you guys to watch will be a fun way for us to stay connected, for you guys to help your kids learn and think about books in different ways too. And the first book I have today is pretty special too. It's called The Magician's Hat. It's a great book. It's by Malcolm Mitchell. And it's all about kind of seeing the world and changing the world in a way that you really don't expect to through books and through reading and learning. So without further ado, I'll get started with my reading. So wherever you are, if you want to just snuggle up, I'm going to sit right on my beanbag, and we're going to get started with The Magician's Hat. Family Fun Day at the library was filled with exciting events, book scavenger hunts, storytelling, reading rallies. It's a great picture, too. Today, for the first time, a magician arrived with a bag of tricks and a big hat. Everyone gathered around to see the magician perform. He bent a spoon just by looking at it. He made playing cards float in front of his nose. The magician could even make a coin appear from a puppy's ear. When he waved his hand, a banana vanished. What do you guys think it means when something vanishes? Think about that. This was just the warm-up act. Now the magician was ready to dazzle the crowd with his favorite trick of all. The magician's magic started with a story. When I was a kid, my mom and dad brought me to this library on Family Fun Day. During the book scavenger hunt, I wandered into the reading room. You guys see how he's kind of sneaking in there? I wonder if he's supposed to be in there or not. There were hundreds of books. Books about dogs, books about planes, books about the sun, flowers, rain, cities, and circus dancers. Out of the hundreds of books, one special book jumped out at me. It was a book about magic. I read and read and read every single word on every single page. I discovered that book wasn't just about magic. I learned that books are magic. Even though I was still in the library, those pages and words took me places I had always dreamed of going. This is how I knew I wanted to become a magician when I grew up. Soon after that, I got my magician's hat. Look at all the places that he's gone. The Family Fun Day crowd had grown. Kids from all over town were eager to see more of the magician's magic. He asked them, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Amy shouted, "I want to be a dentist." The magician invited Amy to reach inside of his hat. Amy dug deep, then deeper, until she felt something. It's a book," Amy shouted. The magician asked, "What is your book about?" "My book's about teeth, cleaning teeth, and fixing teeth, and x-rays." Right away, like magic, Amy saw herself holding dental tools, a toothbrush, and a rinsing cup. But in the library, where everyone could see, Amy was just hanging her book and smiling. Matt had been watching closely. After seeing Amy's magic, he wondered, what else is in that hat? He called out, "I want to be a famous football player." Ooh. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to reach in and find something? And so the magician offered Matt his hat. "Let's see what magic you can find inside." Matt reached in way down. There was something that couldn't fit into just one hand. Matt plunged both hands into the hat, and he pulled. It's a book about football. It even has my name on it? All at once, like magic, Matt was on the field. Running, catching, tackling, punting, sometimes fumbling, don't we all? Sometimes falling, lots of times winning. Ryan called out from the back of the crowd, "Wait a second! This is not magic!" Amy and Matt's parents must have told the magician that they wanted to be that when they grew up. But the magician asked Ryan, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" This was Ryan's chance to prove that the magician was a fake. He snickered and said, "A dog." You guys have a prediction about what you think might happen next? The magician asked Ryan to reach into his magical hat. Ryan said, "I can't feel anything." Sometimes you must really reach and stretch for what you want to be. That's the part of the magic. Ryan reached deeper and deeper until his fingers grabbed onto something. He clutched a beautiful book that had nothing to do with dogs. Wonder why. Its pages were filled with letters and paintings and photos and foldouts, stars, planets, rocket ships. What do you think Ryan might want to be when he grows up? If it's really a magic hat, do you think he might want to do something with the stars, the sun, and space? Maybe be an astronaut? Ryan had always dreamed of becoming an astronaut and exploring the wide open sky, hurtling into outer space and zooming to far off galaxies. "Whoa," whispered Ryan. "How did you do that?" "I am not doing anything," the magician said. "You are." "I am?" asked Ryan. "But there's got to be a secret trick in these books." The desires that are within you bring out the magic in these books. Follow your dreams, and they will take you wherever you want to go. I love this page. The magician turned his hat so everyone could see inside. What are your dreams? I'm going to hold this closer to you guys for a little. So he's asking, what are your dreams? That question made all kinds of magic appear. I love that book. I love that book because I think so many times, even as adults, if any adults are watching this, we get so stuck in what we want to be when we grow up, and that's our job, and that's that. But I tell my kids all the time, you can be anything you want to be. Anything you want to be when you grow up. Miss House has always, I tell you this all the time, Miss House has always wanted to be a teacher. I knew from a very young age that's what I wanted to do. But my mom and my dad and my family, I knew that they would support me doing anything I wanted to do, which is amazing to have family that can do that. So, your question of the day for Miss House is, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I want you to think about this, and I want you to get really, really creative with it, okay? Think about what you want to be when you grow up. It can be anything. So think of some of the things that the kids wanted to be in this book, okay? A dentist, a football player, an astronaut. You can absolutely be any of those things, okay? And I love what the magician said, how the magic lies within you, right? So the little boy, Ryan, he said, I want to be a dog. And he was just being sneaky and silly and wanted to trick the magician, but it didn't work because that's not how magic works. It's all about knowing what you want inside of you. So I want you to really think, what do you want to be when you grow up, okay? So for my kiddos that are listening in Miss Howe's class, I sent out an email to your parents with some ideas of what to do for an activity for today with this story, and it does have to do with some writing, and I really want you guys to try to stretch your brains and think about what you want to be when you grow up. So you can write some sentences to Miss House and tell me. You can draw some amazing pictures. Parents at home, maybe you guys could even help with your kiddos' imagination and give them some chores or things to do that have to do with what they want to do when they grow up. I'm at my mom's right now, and I still have all of my school stuff from when I was a little girl playing school. She still has it upstairs above the garage. So it's powerful. Dreams are powerful. So I really want you guys to start this kind of whole remote virtual learning with me off with just being positive and optimistic and thinking of what you want to do when you grow up. Okay, so Miss House will see you guys so soon. Everyone else, thank you for listening. And I'll try my best to have a video posted every morning, hopefully sometime around like 8 or 9 or something like that. Or if anyone listening wants to send me a video of them reading, it might be fun to, share some other people reading books to different kiddos and things like that. So, all right. I will see you guys soon. Thank you.